Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we got done with a pretty fun mission last time. It's more of a observing mission in a way, watching Synedrian and the Pure duke it out, but you know, sometimes it pays to be a voyeur in this instance, and I guess I won't stick my foot in my mouth any more than by saying just that. So we have the behemoth at 7 of 7 disruption points. It flies around for a heck of a long time, so we got to be aware that it could shoot off another flyer or two before it disappears. Yes, we did get the behemoth disruption threshold increased Void Omen, but I learned, because I asked around in the Terror from the Void Discord, that it doesn't show the increased disruption until the next flying from when the next round of when the behemoth appears after the Void Omen becomes a thing. And so we just gotta wait. We don't, that's a nice Void Omen to get right now because it doesn't hurt us all that much. And what I'm gonna do with this team way over here is I'm gonna start working it back, exploring along the way, of course, because I need to do this mission ASAP in my book. So ASAP with a caveat, yeah. Also finding some more materials on the way. And we're just going to do that. I need to do a big reshuffle. Also, after the last flyer comes out, I want to get enough money in the process to build a FAR M. So the first thing I'm going to do is this. We're going to fly these two teams over here because there is tech here and I have a few materials to spare. And so that's exactly what we're going to do. Just fly these two ships over here and do a little trade so I can get enough tech, because I have enough materials. Hopefully I don't have to spend so many materials that I don't have enough. In fact, let's just make sure how many I need to have. I need to have at least a 600, so I should be fine trading tech. And I need 75 tech to be able to build the FAR M. And that way, the Aurora, in between behemoth flyings, will be able to carry the rest of our troops that we have available down here. And that just makes sense to me. So let's do this promotion now that I've noticed it down below. Shane Marine Grunt Vanson. You have Inspire. When killing an enemy grants 1 additional will point. And you have a really nice one. When taking Overwatch shot, you fire twice. You can pick off a lot of people. And while both of these are magically delicious, we're going to start with Killzone. And we'll leave it at there. So there's your promotion. Congratulations. Now let's get flying. All right, we're going to explore here. And we're going to trade here. And we want to trade for tech. And let's see what we can afford. Do I want to go quite that low? Let's 100 sounds fair. And we'll go like that'll leave us around 800 in that neighborhood. And let's just do this trade. Ooh, let's go down to 400 in trading and materials. And let's do it this way. Yeah, that way it shouldn't lead me too low in materials. Oh yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's now get into manufacturing and let's get this thing going here. 1 day, 19 hours till we get one. And there is now our new baseline. And I think that's fair on both. And that's why we're going to be exploring on the way with this team to get down here. If there was something closer to explore with our two teams down here, I would. Except we kind of exhausted all the explorations down in this part of the map. So a little bit, I don't know what I need to do. Because if I bring you up this far away to explore a couple over here, does that make sense? Yeah, I need stuff. Of course it makes sense. Shall we fly you up here, or shall I just kind of hover around down here? I can't afford to hire anybody right now. I can't afford anything like that, having built the FAR M. So Oh boy, oh boy. Now the two teams, the Land and Avery, so it's really all we've got to hang on to is stamina. So you can gain your stamina, just stay right there. I feel like we're wasting ourselves, but I don't feel that I have my best team and I'm comfortable with this team when we're looking at, well, level 6 is okay. Level 3, you know, we start pushing it. We got level 3 as far as having the proper level, because a vehicle is not the proper choice for this mission. So I could get, I would need 9 individuals. And some of these levels, 6 is good. 3, not necessarily. 5 is decent. 6 is decent. 6, oh, maybe. Yeah, but then we get down to 4. I know I can mix and match and probably get a stronger team overall by adding this ship and doing a bit of a reshuffle. We got level 5. Yeah, I mean, it's an upgrade. We got level 6. Level 4, well, maybe this one isn't as high as I thought. Maybe I need to find a way to make it work with what we have. So I'm still going to get exploring with these guys over here. I'm still going to send them back in this direction in case I decide I want a better team. And then I got to look at who's in the base. Let's just look. Is there anyone that rounds out the tame enough? We just received a level 4 here, but no one here is super high level. So I think we just might be able to do it with who we got now. Do I dare? Do I dare? And do I have enough materials? Do I have enough materials? So I tell you, I'm only going to hang out for a tiny bit. What I'm going to do is this. We're going to send our ships over here to wait here. So when we're ready to go, we can just go after a few explorations by our other vessel, and we'll see if we find a few extra resources to feel better about replenishing this mission, which can be costly. And you know, I don't know that I need a technician on this mission either. So the other thing is, because there's all these turrets already in place, you know what I'm saying? Of course, having the healing arms could be an option. We're going to advance the timer and just, well, we do have level 3. What do we have? And we do have decoy, which can be a big piece of the puzzle. So I guess I shouldn't be so timid. And so, you know, the perfect situation just doesn't always arise. The question is, are we good enough? Is it good enough? Would I rather have 3 snipers on that team of 9 by bringing this team over? So I'm just going to get the, let's just get the timer going and let me think about it. All right, we're going to get repaired here in case we get another flyer coming out. We don't see one yet. The notification has not popped up yet. Epic poetry. Looks like we found another Anu haven over here. At Azupiranu, a young poet is making a name for himself. Inspired by the teachings of the Exalted, he has written an epic in verse that is part spiritual vision of the future, part guide to letting go of the old world. Despite the heavy subject matter, it's easy to read and entertaining, even humorous. Humankind's flaws are explained in ways that get loud laughs from audiences, and there's an overall feeling of hope. The poet would like to produce a beautiful printed edition of the work as a present for the Exalted, but the Haven leadership is less than enthusiastic, insisting that the only thing really worth reading is the Gospel of the Exalted. So, he has turned to us for help. So, let's get it printed and interfere in the Haven, which I have a feeling, based on this, the Haven would not like us. The question is, or tell him to ask his people for support. I'm assuming that means tell the poet to ask his people for support. Or just don't get involved. And at this point, I'm not going to risk pissing off Anu. We got him positive for the first time in forever. I'm just not going to get involved. I see this all being diplomacy related, and I don't want to piss off the wrong people. So the Haven leader did like us, though. So not getting involved is exactly what the Azupiranu leadership expected of us. And there we go. Let's hope we can get a better exploration site over here. The Aurora says it's fully repaired. No flyer notice there. We're exploring. And a favor for a friend. I'm going to hang out here a little bit longer because, to be quite honest, I would love high stamina for this mission. It's a tough one, and some of us got some delirium. I would like us at our best for this mission. So as we start flying this ship, working it down on explorations to come over and maybe switch a person out or two, it'll give me time to think about it just a little bit more. And just as a double check for the pop-up, yes, the Aurora is healed. And we look like we found another Anu Haven. Convictions. One of the Anu soldiers at Sumer is asking to join the Phoenix Project. Haha. He's been an admirer of our organization ever since hearing about it when he was a child. And now that it's more than just a legend, he wants to do his best to contribute to our cause. I've been training ever since I heard the Phoenix Project was back, he says. You know, I never believed all the lies that they told about you. If the governments of the old world had supported you when it mattered, well, I guess it is what it is. But I want to help. I am going to recruit him because we still are looking for more soldiers. And guess what? He will not be named today. He will be named next episode. And in the meantime, I'll have to put together another Wheel of Fortune. Actually, I've recorded the next... I've recorded the next Wheel of Fortune. I just have not posted it yet. So I can find out who the next name is. But I don't want to name the person until I've actually posted the short showing the new spin for the next 5 characters. So we're going to recruit them, but under those conditions. So the soldier grins. I get to join the Phoenix Project. Wow. The Exalted must have blessed me in my sleep. I can't believe this is happening. And we're going to put... Oh, we go. Cool. We got a Berserker too. Breathe Mist, volunteered, sees at night, you know, you can't ask for much more than a volunteered kind of guy that can see in the darkness. So we're going to take him to our main base here so he can train up with others. And like I said, when we get back to him, we'll hopefully have a name all done and posted for us. I'm going to fly here next, then here, and by then I will be making up my mind on what to do back over here. All right, signs and portents. Fort Niven is home to Dr. Ramon P. Jacoby, leader of the New Jericho Taxonomy Project. In addition to being a brilliant scientist, Dr. Jacoby also claims to have invented the term Pandoran as a descriptor for the creatures that threaten our world. Before that, people just called them monsters or mutants or even aliens, he says. But that's really rather missing the point, isn't it? Anyway, Dr. Jacoby continues, that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. Actually, I wanted to make you an offer. You see, I have something. A book. But not just any book. A notebook written by Randolph Symes, one of the founders of the Phoenix Project. A great man, ahead of his time. I'm sure it would be invaluable to you, and I'm willing to trade for it. Well, we can steal it. Oh, that's a lot of tech. Although it'll probably help our research. Oh yeah. So the notebook appears to be authentic, although the notes are written in the idiosyncratic shorthand Symes had developed for his personal diaries. Still, his unique perspective on the history and early findings of the Phoenix Project is always illuminated. So new research has been done. Let's hope. Can we find some stuff over here to build up our supplies, please? At least in one of these areas. And let me just peek down here. And yeah, our stamina is building out. It's not quite where we want it, so we'll still keep going. And no new flyer notification, and he is still roaming the land on his way to the ocean, so we'll just keep our eyes open.
Research complete.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you about the changes right before I hit the record button. I moved the heavy cannon development up, and there's a reason for that. Because I like using a heavy cannon on this to blow open the gate to get to a certain point within there to activate the turrets and bring them under our control. So I did switch around some research, and then I moved the 2 bionic technologies up because it's important that we have access to any kind of bionic technology we can, so we can best equip our soldiers to, that would reduce delirium by 1/3 for bionic body parts. So I want access to that, even though they're expensive. And also, since we're looking to do favor for our friend, it starts opening the path for delirium treatment also. So I'm just trying to give us as many options as possible to react and handle our delirium dilemma that we've got going here. So that's why I've prioritized this mission. We got to get down here to do it. And no flyers yet. And what do we got? No flyers. But we've made it here, and we're going to explore. Come on. Papa needs a new pair of shoes. And what do we have? Pandorans have initiated a raid flight, so we have a Pandoran flyer out there. New recruits are now available. As you can see, that's the new pop-up that we get, and the marketplace has new stock. Come visit. Lots of mercs looking for work. And we have new recruits available. If I had the food to be able to even afford them right now. So there's all our new warnings there. Let's finish let's see where the flyer is going. It's going up here to an Anu Haven. So we are going to go intercept. And the Golden Age. Our operatives have discovered an abandoned Phoenix Project site. This isn't a base, but an archive of old blueprints and other planning material compiled haphazardly in 2011 when an older archival facility was demolished to make space for a bypass. So we're going to search. And there we go. I wanted that little bit of a buffer before this mission because it can be a long one, therefore using a lot of materials and tech and whatnot to get it done. There are various useful resources here, but the most interesting find is also the least useful. The official Phoenix Project Investment and Development Plan from 1970, setting out Newton Sumrall and Irina Semyonova's ambitious plan for the 70s, exploring the far side of the moon, retrieving samples from the deepest points of the ocean, even building a new research station in Antarctica. To think of all that could have been. So that's perfect, just what I wanted. So I'm going to fly directly down here with this ship, and we're going to get ready. Now we'll probably have I'm going to guess we're going to have the air battle first. And manufacturing, I also, you know what I'm going to throw in there beforehand? Because I want one of these on our person. And once again, that gets us kind of iffy low on materials for this big mission. But, I play this mission for using a hell cannon, and that's just the way I like to play it. So let's hope the materials, we don't get burnt in that situation. All right, we got our battle, and we know we can handle this because we can dodge the acid. Let's just see how many hits the spikes do to us before. The weather is misty, so we may not have exactly the best opportunities or aim with some of our weapons. We'll find out. We're shooting against the spikes, and Pandoran it's the Pandoran weapons that have the advantage. Of course, of course, of course. And 2 out of 3 hit. Here comes the acid. Fortunately, we can dodge. And we did. All right, the spikes are out. I don't really have to move over to this, because if I don't touch it, it's going to automatically start shooting against the hull, but somehow I feel safer doing it this way. Okay, so far, minor damage. Get ready to dodge. And it just got shot down. Our shots came through just fine today. Really went well as far as the misses and whatnot. Disciples of Anu, we gained a rep with them, and we got some more food. So, what that means is we could potentially trade some food. And I'm thinking food for materials while we're waiting for this ship to come over. So I'm going to send one of our ships here. Not the Aurora. Not the Manticore 1. The Landon Avery. You're going to go down here and let's see if we have goods. We have goods down here. I'm going to trade some food for materials down here, because that'll make me feel a lot more comfortable coming up for this mission. And then we're going to take our flying ship up here, the Aurora, to come down and get repaired. And keep an eye on this thing. Maybe we don't get another flyer. Maybe we do get one more. We'll just have to keep our eyes open and peeled for that eventuality. All right, here's where we do our trade. We're going food for materials. And we're doing it just like this. I know some of you probably got excited because we got enough food to maybe buy an individual to add to our team also. We still aren't far off from being able to do that. But I feel a lot better with that kind of material, those kind of materials for this mission. And so that's why I chose to do it. Let's fly back over here and get ready to meet up and get this mission done. And we're going to heal up the Aurora.
The new Jericho Haven is under attack.
And we got some things going on, of course. Let's go see where these things are. Got a new flyer. It's facing up north. We've got a haven up here that we could help. We got a haven up here we can help. And my thinking is more mist. This is a mist mission. And I'm thinking, like we said, we need the resources. So I'm going to briefly fly our ship up here since we're so close. That's what I'm thinking. As a matter of fact, let's fly 2 of them up there. We're gonna fly the Landon Avery up there, and we're gonna fly, and we're gonna already be have the mix and match team going here, and we're gonna do this, and I might be able to switch over the patchwork over to the Manticore 1, switch over a few individuals here, and then we can pick a really good team for this mission. And so that's what we'll use this as our mixing point to come right back down here and do this mission, and then keep the Manticore 1 flying on its own. Maybe exploring up here this time to eventually get over here for this mission. And it looks like we also picked up phase 2. I don't remember it being there. No, it has to have been there. I just don't remember it because, you know, me and my memory. But we'll be near doing some missions. So, at this point, we're back to the far end. We've got our Hell Cannon. We're getting close to being able to get things done. Let's get the Manticore 1 up here. Okay, it is. The Landon Avery is flying up there, and everybody else holds steady. And all our stamina is perfect here. Good, good, good. Oh, and I gotta get our flyer over here, the Aurora. Looks like we're gonna meet up here for a little air game there. Hopefully this is the last flyer that this ship spits out. Haven under attack. I've made it here with our first airship, and nice payoff there. I have to wait for the second backup ship, and then we'll get it done. Since I can take 9, I have my 6. We'll add patchwork, and then when we're done, we'll shuffle around some folks, and we'll be ready to go. Let's do this one. Now this one is a little tougher. We might not be able to take this one down depending on how it goes. The weather is misty, which gives them better aim. So all my early shots go against the napalm breath because we can avoid the shock. So this one is iffy whether we can do it with one ship in one try, but we'll give it a go. The only good thing is we get to shoot first. Let's hope we hit well. Because as we know, if it hits us even once, it can mean that we don't make it. Could we be so lucky as to have these two both hit? Yes, we could. So that means we will make it happen. We didn't get lucky the last time we faced a napalm breath, but this time we can get her done. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's the way to do it. We got some tech out of it. We actually got some good, well, much needed rep with Synedrian. So thank you for taking place near Synedrian Haven. All right. So I'm going to fly our ship down and see about getting it the little bit that it needs to get repaired. There's the Aurora. Okay, it doesn't need to get repaired at all. So I am going to fly. The behemoth is flying down this way, so we'll fly here ahead of it, looking for any one last gasp flyer. I assume, hopefully, if it keeps going straight, it'll go to sea down here. That's the closest sea it's headed towards. Keep your fingers crossed.
The disciples of New Haven is
Oh, we got another one, too. Now, this one is a little more problematic. And this one, what I can do is send a ship here of 6, and then I'm gonna fly here. I can get 2 more, so at least we have a team of 8 coming in against this one. So let's have the Aurora, because my FAR M isn't exactly quite built yet. Yeah, and I don't know if I can hold off for 17 hours. So there's that to consider. Let's come over here and pick up some folks. But we'll have to complete that next time. So what we're going to do is this mission, Fort Freya, is on the table for today. Okay, believe it or not, I just had a break for some wonderful soup. And now I am fully refreshed and charged to do this mission. So let's get going and figure out the team that we're going to take out. And this is where I can take out 9. And I've decided I will take Patchwork on this one to try and save the use of citizens. However, I will use both of my individuals there. And I'm thinking I'm going to take out Jonathan on this one and give Stasia the day off. And I got to take 2 more out up here. And I have, let's see, 2 snipers. And so Servando, we're going to make it work with 2 snipers. Give you a rest for the possible favor for a friend. Yes, 1 more mission. You're not going on. And Aramex Gleaser, I got to take 1 more out. Ecobot or Nefertiti, no relation Jones. And just as a reminder, as far as weaponry that we're looking at, do we have any? Well, you have kind of a special weapon. So Nefertiti, I guess we'll take you and your Obliterator on this one. And we'll give Ecobot the day off, which may make him available also for favor for our friend. And we're going to play it like this with the following 9 to help on this Haven defense. It looks like it's a daytime mission. We do have extra mist. This particular one is indeed in the mist. Let's go equip ourselves. I almost just hit deploy without double checking our equipment, but fortunately, a last minute save helped. Now I do have, this is where I do want to eventually pick up the PDW proficiency for you. because then I can pick up jetpack control and have a way to do damage if I jet jump close. And I am thinking, boy, I love thinking. We're going to pick up the PDWs, and we're going to find out, do I indeed have a PDW in my inventory? Oh, we can't take it. Oh, whoa. We do have a PDW in the inventory. And you now have a PDW on your person. And I'm going to pick it up and pick up some ammo too. So there we go. You are fully laden. You're not overburdened. You have grenades. You have a heavy machine gun. You are Mr. Versatility himself, Aramex. And then we will go with Gleeser. It would probably behoove me to get another grenade launcher built at some point. You know what I'm thinking? I have the ability to give a certain weapon a test drive, and we're going to do it on this mission. And that means I can not therefore carry grenades, which is a little bit limiting. So what I'm going to do is I am going to carry grenades, just an extra one in case it works out better this way. In fact, yeah, sniper, probably not doing jet control on you. What I will do is pick up some more strength. And that way, if I do one more, you can carry 2 grenades and I'll feel a heck of a lot better, Gleeser. Okay, EcoBot, you are not the one going out on this one, and let me just make sure. Yes, now we've got the rest of the way. Everybody's going. Alright, now I can't quite pick up Onslaught, unfortunately for you. And I'm just going to hang on to the SP just to make sure, hopefully after this mission we'll be able to. So Nefertiti, no extra stats for you. Patchwork, you got the backups here. That's cool. And Shane Marine Grunt Vanson, you're fully loaded here. And, you know, it's been pointed out to me by the mighty Termes that why these have so many shots on one of these missions. Are you really going to... Do I really ever use those backup clips? And so it's either better to just carry another grenade, or even better, why don't we throw in another med kit, since our snipers have the weakest armor after all anyway, in case there's a Pandoran sniper out there that it hurts us back, and we'll just play it that way. You usually don't get close enough for grenade, but having one for emergency situations seems fair. And then Citizen Etermes will kind of take the same thought process with you. Now, we'll go ahead with a backup medkit there, and then I'm actually going to throw a couple grenades your way also. And then, Jonathan, you have a nice balance there, and we're going to keep it that way for you. As a matter of fact, we didn't even use all these on the 3-way mission, so let's do this and put that back in your mix in case a zap potential arises. Now, you probably aren't the best one to be zapping folks because it will make you visible, and we have not yet picked up Vanish. So, let me just go back to my lone individual here. And I could easily lower the encumbrance, although I just like running you guys with grenades. So yeah, we're just going to keep it this way. We are just going to keep it this way. We are ready to go out, and let's deploy. All right, we are clearly in the mist, and there is clearly a lot of mist out there. And what we have to do is protect key structures. Let's go figure out exactly where those key structures are. We have one very exposed. So this is looking more like Anu structures where they're scattered across the map. Not so fine. This is a food production facility. So I see 3 such structures on this particular map that we need to protect. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. Yeah, I really can count. Well, okay, so there's 4 structures out there. And what I can start doing is moving folks forward. I know 5. There might even be 5. So I would love nothing better than get some folks on our side, and nothing better than a New Jericho Heavy. Is that not the case? So let's take Patchwork off in this direction and see if we can pick this guy up. Of course, he also did his job, and he's not going to pick this guy up right now. What I may do is Gleaser has a jet jump pack, but he doesn't have a way to launch his grenades, so he wouldn't be able to get close enough to be any help to us. So what I'm going to do is Gleaser, and we're going to take you out of the mix. Ooh, I think even flying over here and landing here, you might not quite reach the guy. But like I said, we're probably going to take you out of the mix. So now that I know that it's not definite you're going to reach the guy, let's do this first. And it's an automatic. I was going to do this as soon as I found them standing next to each other. Kablam. And I see a lot of red. I see some red on the arms in particular. Let's go check it out. And so this guy can, unfortunately, regenerate. He doesn't have the greatest of armor. He has 60 hit points and he is bleeding 70. So we don't have to worry about... That's one way to eliminate the threat of regeneration. Just kill him. Make him bleed. And that guy is a lower level. That's probably why he's not armored up as much, and hence that's why he's bleeding more than normal. And it doesn't look like my snipers are going to have some great shots. Now, this is a daytime mission, so technically, even though it doesn't look bright and daytimey, if I was to get some folks up high, say a sniper, they should have a decent chance at seeing across the map. So since we can't see anything in shot range now, I'm just going to take this as a repositioning turn. Oh, well, that was a very lucky and good timing, a good choice for a repositioning turn. Let's see, this guy does not look like one of the heftiest. Yeah, 190, and the armor is sorely lacking except on the torso. He wants to protect his regeneration. Well, I happen to have a couple folks over here that can probably do quite the number on this guy. And so if I come, say, right here, while we still have a little will left, since we started in the mist, we're already 9 out of 11 just because of that. I can come over here and do 2 quick aims if I need to. I have enough for that. Or I can do a burst and probably take this guy out. So he decided he would try sneaking up on us and hurting us that way. So the shotgun by itself isn't quite going to do it. I could, let's just see what this shot looks like. Yeah, this will give me 2 shots at quick aim, and 2 shots, even with a larger, spread of bullets, should still be able to kill the guy. So we're going to do just that.
Taking aim.
And we can just do that. Okay. I thought they all hit, and it didn't seem... maybe some of them hit through the arm. Yeah, who knows? So maybe what I need to do now, let's take a look at this. I wonder... I don't think. So we hit them all there. That's why. It was armored up. So maybe the second shot will be good enough. And I do have an idea of what we can do if that's not good enough. So let's do the last quick aim. Yeah, we're going to come close to finishing him off. And that might have just been enough. Yes, he's going to bleed out. So you did your job without any help, Nefertiti. Awesome. The first shot had me worried for a second, but you came through and alleviated that fear.
I'll be right there.
Shane Marine Grunt. Now, I wonder if you can see from there.
Ready, willing, and able.
Not really. Yeah, because there's still some tall stuff in the way. So next turn, I may even try to gather some will back for us, since there's so much mist. And then, look, we have the ability to really call our shot at this point. So you know what I'm going to do? Since we aren't seeing a lot more at this point, I am going to get the rest of us. And I cannot quite get up this high. It would seem. Oh yeah. Seems to indicate that I could get this high, because this far still has... I wonder, can I get up there? No. Oh, so I have to go through the door. So we'll come up here into this corner instead, because we can still shoot out these windows. So yeah, there we go.
Repositioning.
And you got cover. You can't beat that as a sniper. Okay. Now, I'm going to go with Gleaser, and we're going to try get this guy on our side. I think you're going to end up being able to move just 2 spaces, is the way I feel, but let's find out for sure. Yeah. I called it, didn't I? And that guy better not jump away. That guy better not jump away. Now this guy is a claw dude, and he is no threat to us at the moment. So I am just going to also see where I can fly you, my friend. And I am thinking, with you and grenades, this looks like an amazing place to put you. You know, if I do the right click on the mouse. Excuse me, left click.
Executing.
It was confusing. I meant the correct click. I said right click, then I said, no, people are going to think I meant... Forget it. Oh, man. Do I need extra armor? Probably not. Do I need my next attack to cost less? Well, I'm not going to be able to get 2 shots either way, because it's only my next single shot. But it could allow, if I launched a grenade or took a shot here, it would allow me an extra shot with a PDW now that I have PDWs. So, what the heck? Let's do it. And then I can still have enough for a jump if I need one. And finally, Jonathan, you are not, by the way, invisible. What I am going to do... I'm going to get you out of the mist, standing over here. So maybe then you can find a way to hide yourself, and we're going to get a spider drone out. Stay hidden, stay safe, and we are ready to see what happens. That was nice. That was nice. We can still pick him up. Oh, that was bad, but at least we know it's there. Oh, that was bad because now it can bite us. But that's good because he's close enough to kill. Oh. Oh, why are you picking on Gleaser? My goodness, what was wrong with the new Jericho guy? That's what I want to know. Oh, man. Well, Gleaser. You got a heck of a lot of stuff on you, and the poison can kill you. Well, technically it won't. You'll have 5 hit points left. But, do I have anyone close enough? Not really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up And I still have to get a med kit into your hands. So let's think about this. I got a Myrmidon to get out of the way because of its acid eating abilities. And it's hurtful to us. And I've got this guy to get taken care of. So maybe we have a sniper that can oblige.
Ready. Ready to engage.
Oh, and he put down a shield that, and all odds are, is all I'm gonna hit. Yeah, and the problem is he's a Arthron Brute Prime, so I take that out, he poisons you again, and you can't handle it. So, yikes. How about my other sniper? You have a better angle, perhaps? That would be you, Shane Marine Grunt. No. Citizen Etermes. I think we still have the same problem with the tree. Oh, then again, maybe we do not. And, like I said, we still have some problems here. I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's do this. Pincer's gone. And he's bleeding. Then, do we really need you to stay hidden? I don't know at this distance that that's a specialty for you. What I kind of got to do is move one step, release this guy so we can kill him, then still apply my med kit. That way this guy won't kill you, and we'll also then get you out of the way so Sniper Overwatch might be able to hit the Myrmidon. I'm thinking a lot. Am I not now? I'm thinking a lot. So first thing we got to do is get the med kit in hand. In fact, I'm going to do this first because I can see at this close range, if we end up having to shoot anything, yeah, we're fine doing this, and I want the option of the grenade in my hand. Okay, now we're going to heal you just so I know what we're dealing with, how much movement we're going to ultimately have. And it would appear to be safe to bring you over here and try to get you out of the way of Overwatch somehow. And then that frees up this guy, and we can either bash, and that's not going to be enough. We're just going to have to shoot.
Finger on the trigger. Is that really the best thing?
Okay, and then I'm thinking, let's... Yeah, I wish you were hunkered down, because if I hunker you down, he may think he's a better target. So I'm going to try and make you become the better target, but not yet, because we'll have some options here. Grenade-wise, I don't think a spider drone can get that far. Absolutely not. But we'll get it near you guys in case... Okay, so there were... So this guy didn't get us. It was yet a whole separate one that was out there. So now it makes me feel that let's see if we can get a rocket over there since it's potential multi-hit territory. Yeah, and let's work on these guys this way for starters. And what did we do? No body parts harmed, but they're both visible and venomous and acid. And now I still have, although he may not have the right angle, and he does not. He's not high enough for a shot. But we can make sure he's high enough for an Overwatch from up here.
Moving in quick.
Excuse me, he. I'm getting my two snipers are so close to each other, I'm having some issues. Okay, now. We also have this. And we're going to try this here, since we're not really aware of others. That was our first shot, and we got more wings harmed. And there's really nothing much else I can do. I don't know that this shot is going to be good enough to be worthwhile, but it's what I have. Oh, we actually hit once on there. And I can't get over here for a bash. I am getting you over here to run interference and make yourself a target. We will then have Overwatch that we're putting out also. And we still do not know of any others. This guy's bleeding. That's... oh well, that's just what we're going to be dealing with here. I'm going to keep you there. And I wonder if we can get out some spider drones to potentially help us coming up. Depending on how they go, I'm getting my last two out, and then I'm probably going to get you maneuvering. Try helping in other ways. So, Citizen Etermes. We're setting the Overwatch against these guys, and we're going to hope if they fly or move, they don't run right behind someone to get in the way of this shot. Nefertiti will come back to you. And we're also setting an Overwatch here with our other sniper. Try and pick these guys up to keep them from hurting anyone over there. That means, Nefertiti, you can now maneuver to try and help us out. And I'm going to bring you into this non-mist zone right over here. Patchwork, I'm going to move you just farther forward. Maybe I'm fine having a Myrmidon bite you, to be quite honest.
Showtime.
Oh, well, okay, I put him there for a reason. Because he's a tough New Jericho guy, and it was only acid. Ooh. 3 bites. And none of our Overwatches. He's gonna die. Well, I protected us. I did protect us. And of course, we just took a will hit. But fortunately, we recently picked up some will. So, let's see. I'm not seeing a lot of extra stuff going on out there to indicate more enemies. So, let's just bring this over here. Could we be so lucky that there's not more? Well, you know, we don't have to worry about hurt from them anymore. And we know this guy's going to be dealt with soon enough. And why you Overwatch instead of just taking the sucker out, I do not know. But this is a free ammo. Let's use it. Alright, Patchwork. Then... Gleaser, you're down to 2 will, so if I keep you here, there's always a chance you panic. In fact, it makes it look like if I move in the vicinity of these structures... Now this guy's bleeding 20, he can't bite or do anything anyway. Let's pick up some will, if that's a thing here, indeed.
I'm not sure about this.
It is. Very, very good. Now, I don't know if that's passed out to everybody else or not, but it's nice to know we got some more will. Now, let's try helping out, except he's through the mist. Yeah, we'll just center in here.
That was a good kill.
Yeah. I'll let you pat yourself on the back for that one. And we don't know for sure then if this is the last thing or not. Let's see if I'm in the blast zone. I may be. Gleaser, you might be. Well, now you're not. And do we have? No! There we go! So they had this in hand, and therefore it was a very easy mission as overall. In other words, a nice pickup of resources without much threat. Other than the surprise Myrmidons flying against us. Gleaser would beg to differ, but it really was a good mission. So Gleaser, you got to level up on that. It never hurts to take damage if you want the XP. I'm telling you, it was worth it. And then Ramex also up to level 5. So that's a nice advancement on this team. All right. Lovely independent weapon, which we can more than likely just sell and scrap. But there's the other rewards. Good job. And we have revealed the location of their colony. It is a nest. Oh, that's why this was an easier kind of a mission. It was a lowly little nest that we've discovered. And this one did not cost us much at all, so we get to reap the benefit of the payoff on this mission. So that was much, much needed. And there we go. We'll probably just come down here, finish this off, although it's going to add more delirium to folks. But, you know, such is life. Such is life. So let's follow up and go after this, because this mission is a little tougher. This is probably a lair at least that we're going to be battling over here. So let's get these two ships flying over here. The Land in Avery and the Manticore 1. You guys will just continue doing this, and then we'll try to meet up back here after this haven. Oh, well, we'll see how long it takes to fly up. We're going there. We're coming back here, and let's just get everybody. And of course, the freaking behemoth turned around. I mean, come on, make up your mind and go underwater. Don't send out any more flyers, because I'm going to be busy transporting some troops. Manufacturing-wise, the Far Am, we cannot wait for it. I can take 2 extra troops to meet up with the other Manticore heading that way, so we can at least have 8 to help us out on this mission. Or I can do the lair with 6, or a vehicle and 3. And since this is going to be a tougher mission with tougher enemies, how do I want to do that? Interesting all of a sudden. So now this is what I'll do. I will take Patchwork down here. And meet up with his old team. Yeah, we'll do that. And then I'll take the team of 6 over here. And I'm going to have the team of 2 meet up with the team of 6 for the nest. To get some newbies some experience with an experienced team in the nest. And that's the way I'm going to do it. So Manticore, fly there. And let's get the next ship, Land in Avery, fly here to meet up with your old ship, and you guys will take this one on. And then Aurora, get to the base and pick some help up. Okay, the Aurora was rearmed. I don't know, there was nothing that really needed rearmaments, but we need to load the Aurora up with 2 soldiers. And I'm thinking close range, inside, underground. Oh, we got our new Berserker here that has to be renamed. We got some advancements already. I'm going to take close up. I like the idea of a heavy underground. And we might be able to do some mind control with you, Machine Hater. What do you think? Let's get your promotions out of the way. Kenneth, I'm not going to cross you with a sniper, but I will give you another pop of strength. And I'm actually going to pop you with a little extra speed. and play it that way. You know what? Take the speed away. I want 2 strength. You're a heavy. I need you to be able to carry crap. That's the way we're going to play it. And then Machine Hater, you got a promotion. You are up to melee weapon proficiency, which, to be quite honest, I wouldn't mind having you with a melee proficiency. But we're going to induce panic first. We're going to pick that up. And I'm going to give you the melee weapon proficiency. I'm going to give it to you. I've decided. And you can make them bleed, my friend. Make them bleed. Now, how many in a clip? How many shots? 18. And it shoots in a burst. 3. So that's 6. Yeah, so we can do that. And now you are not overladen. And never fear, you can handle this weapon according to the melee weapon pickup. So if I do this and this, yeah, now you're proficient. Sometimes it needs a simple reload like that. So Machine Hater, you're going out too. And let's hope the Aurora does not need to fight a little Charun here while we're doing this. Because we'll be up the creek without much of a paddle. So here we go. Now you're going to fly over here to the nest. And everybody is on the move.
Research complete.
And we've got some more cybernetics done. We'll look at that coming up. It says there's more research available. But I'll be danged if I can see what it is. Everybody is still flying. First ship made it to the nest. First ship made it to the Haven Defense. Looks like the Haven Defense will just beat it out. The ship is a little closer here. All right, so this is a nighttime mission in the mist. So, not thrilled totally with that. And the daytime meter, yeah, we can't wait it out. We're just going to have a nighttime mission, let's face it. We have a vehicle. We're going to be taking the vehicle on this one. So that the nighttime won't matter for the Vishnu gun. And we'll see. I may just pass on the infiltrator this time because we saw how that plays in the mist. It just keeps the infiltrator exposed. And therefore, now that it's nighttime, an enemy in the mist and it's going to be tougher, infiltrator may not be our wisest choice coming up. So we will pick the team next time at the very beginning and then head out on this Haven mission. And the nest is soon to follow after that. And brewing in the back of my mind is we got to get this done. I cannot put this off. And look, another flyer came out, so I may have to... do we have the Landon Avery here? Yes, the Landon Avery can at least go after this thing. No dodge or anything, but, you know, it's a ram. So maybe we can kill the weapons before they get in range. It looks like a ram. So we may just go ahead and do this battle after this. How crazy is that? I hope you enjoyed today's mission. We got a lot of kind of weird things going on, but there's a lot going on, and our resources are in much better shape now because of these Haven defenses. It does detour us, I know, and give us extra missions, yada, 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 but the experience doesn't hurt all our folks either. The bad news is we're picking up Delirium, and we need to get Favor for a Friend done, so we have some more choices to use against Delirium. But anyway, I have a habit of rambling at the end. We'll stop it here. This is ZigZagZog, coming to you from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and I do hope to see you next time.